financial media, their job is satisfying advertisers. They're not devoted to you. They're not devoted to the readers of the paper, although they say they are. They're about keeping their advertisers happy. So they have a short-term focus by necessity. They need novelty. They have to have the ice cream diet on the front page of the paper every day, or the equivalent of it. They can't say to you that investment is about discipline and diversification and keeping costs low, and discipline and rebalancing occasionally and understanding the risk you're taking. That's very boring, and that's not going to sell newspapers, and that's the truth. And they're going to value stock picking and market timing because those are news stories that you need every day. But your agenda is completely different. You're about building wealth. You have a long-term focus by necessity. You need discipline. The story essentially stays the same. Asset allocation and diversification are the key things that you have to understand. This is really boring stuff, but I've had all the excitement all my life, and at this point in my life, I'm ready for the boring things. I don't really want the ice cream diet. I want the boring stuff because that's what's going to get you there in the end. In summary, the web has broken the media's business model. So they're having to try harder and harder and harder to grab your attention. Clickbait and forecasts are much more common. The social media has reduced journalists' gatekeeper role, so the information is less reliable. For long-term investors, the news is mostly noise. It's like the static on the TV when you're going to sleep on the couch at night. When the TV used to stop, that is. Showing my age there. Used to have to close and then it would go to static like that. So focus on the signal, your life, your goals. That's the important thing. It's what's going on in your life that's important. I'm not saying news isn't important. We all like to follow the news. But if you act on the news in terms of your investments, the chances are you're going to do something that's already priced into the market and you're going to bugger it up, and you're going to be like Robert's chart back there where he showed you what the average investor gets. This is how you beat the average investor, by basically just staying in your seat and watching the whole game. Don't get the early bus home and everything will be okay.
The influence the media have nowadays on investors is huge. Papers and online publications are filled with outlooks and opinion. Look, I get it. It's interesting, it's intriguing, and there's an element of curiosity. But the reality is this is simply attention grabbing and pure speculation. It's nothing more. The biggest piece of advice that we give our clients is to link their balance sheet decisions and their investment decisions with their life and life goals. Not what is being published in the financial media, because that is how you beat the average investor.